alive. Somehow. Oh, you know what I just realized? I locked my keyboard because I thought a cat was going to jump up. Now I realize that I can't do the shift tabby thingy. There we go. Eventually, I guarantee, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Did I put the caps lock on too? What am I doing today? Number lock is on? No, that's, well, too many things going on. Anywho, 51 goddamn hours we are in this bloody game. Not that I have not enjoyed literally every single minute of it, except for maybe playing Librarian last episode and the previous episode before that. Outside of that, it's been hunky-dory, as we would say. I'm trying to remember, like, I literally played this game, like, what, 3 days ago? And I can't remember what we've been doing. Like, literally, like, I mean, I know what the story is and all that, but all I remember is me playing Librarian. So that's right, all of these stupid quests are done. We've returned the book. I think we've gone to the guild. We are literally, let's see, what's we're doing some factory incident. That's right. There's a fire. The professor was taken. So we're trying to figure out where he is. But visiting the Leiston Fortress. Leiston. That's why I have it. That's right, and that's why I used it. So that's not the exit of the hotel. This is. You see how confusing I get? See how confusing it gets? That's okay. That's okay. How is Sarah doing this evening? So we're gonna go back with that now. We're using this all the time now. Look at that. We're just running super quick here. Is there? Okay. Just had to make sure that there wasn't any funny business going on. Currently nothing to rank, nothing to report today. We're all done, I think. You are okay? Well, that's good. I mean, okay is better than I'm doing shitty. So now we gotta find out a cheesy t-shirt. Nothing, just Hurley. Maybe. You know what? I was looking at some cheesy t-shirts the other day. There's a YouTube channel that I've caught every once in a while. It's called, I think it's called Paulo from Tokyo, or Tokyo Paulo, something like that. Anyways, he's got some really cheesy Mimi shirts. So he basically goes on about his life in Japan and living with it, but I was trying to figure out, like, he has like a shirt, and like you always just see, like, sort of like you see how me, even though he does a full video, but he's usually going on about people's lives. But he has this shirt, and it's like, it's just like, it looks like this weird thing. I couldn't figure out what it was. And then it says KO. And I'm like, or YKO or something like that. And I'm like, what does this shirt say? And then I realized it's a big toe. And then it says Tokyo. That's right up my cheese alley right there. If anyone you know, could attest to that. And then he has another one that says Ja, and then there's a frying pan, Japan. Like that's the type of stuff that gets me all hilarious. Like that's it for me. That's all I need. Give me those. It's so dumb. It's great though, isn't it? We need to take a look at the map. We're going for okay, so we're just heading, I assume, to the east and then north. That's it. So gonna head on up over here. We probably didn't need to go that way. Probably need to go this way. There we go. That's where we need to go. So heading over here, running. As always, I like to get a fight in. I don't know why I'm like this, but for some apparent reason, every time I play this game, I feel like I need to get like my bearings straight. I need to figure what on earth are we doing. Okay, we gotta get rid of this guy because he keeps calling morons, which is not nice of him. And I don't want him to call more morons. I'm not calling a baneful viper a moron, but I think we just did. So now he's dead. So now he's not going to call any more of his friends. Look, we can all have we can have the sheep guy go loco or whatever. Like whatever is his plan, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. We just don't want to have to deal with a lot of the business. Okay. I can't believe that didn't kill him. And now he's gonna be excited. He's gonna hump my leg. It's gonna go all over terribleness. Okay, we're gonna need the big boy hit. That's not a big boy hit. That's a T for me. So what am I? Is that a Cat Jordan? Like, should that be my new name, Cat Jordan? Or is that like an Oreo Mahu equals love? I mean, that could be the shirt, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, like that, like I don't know what I would do, like if I was I'm sure someone would be approaching me and everything, with t-shirt designs and whatnot. Like, you know, absolutely, I would have some punny type shirts with, you know, each of my cats on them or whatever. Like, that's just how you got to do it, right? But so I should get you a t-shirt with the country of Jordan on it, P plus P. Okay, it could work. You know what's comical though? It's a little comical. My name itself could be punny. Like, there's so many things it could be. Meaning my last name. That did not work as I intended it to be. What is this guy not love? He's basically just not notably weak to relatively, well, anything. Can we hit all three? No. Why would that be a possibility? Yeah, like urine. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not like urine, but it is like urine, I guess. Could be. Are we gonna get this guy? There we go. Nice little 411 hit, not 711. You know, 411 isn't terrible. Let's murder up a sheep. There we go. He's done. I don't know what that attack guard thing does, but it's doing something, apparently. We got everyone. Okay, now we're ready for, you know, some big attack. When we get to the fortress, I think that's something that we could go. Or vegetable pea. There you go. Yeah, we're thinking golden armor. That's not gonna go over well for, well, relatively anybody. You know, think it will. Could we just clock on up and act a little faster, maybe? Like, who's gonna be doing the damage here? Maybe we could slow somebody down. Maybe that's a thing. An anti-sept, casting of arts. I feel like this could be something we could do to this guy. Yeah, that's what we like to do. That's what we like to see. Okay, you know, throw an attack in there. Why not? It's not gonna do. Oh, okay, that did a lot of damage. But his strength and defense are up. Am I missing something? Like, watch, she's gonna go in there and hit like for not. Oh, okay. Now I feel a little stupid that we even came in there and did that, because we could have murdered him. I don't know. Regardless, I figured how I finally, after all these years of finally streaming, and all, despite the fact that I have been widescreen before, I always like sort of overstretched the camera, like, so I was stretched out a little bit in my old days. I finally, after all these years of streaming, I finally figured out how to actually set my webcam to wide cam, so that we can finally switch it up to proper wide. I just like the way it looks. It opens up the camera a lot more. I feel like I've had to squeeze in parts of this which I don't want to. Like, quite literally, the only thing I've wanted to avoid was having my blinds shown. That's it. And even that I'm really indifferent to. But I finally figured it out, so I don't want to change it up for you know, in the middle of a game or for a series. But Shadowrun, I literally think we have, like, I mean, I feel like you and Shalakard, the last time we were streaming, almost I felt like you know how annoyed I'm gonna be? I feel like I have, like, literally, I want to say like 20 minutes left in that game. Like, literally 20. Like, I can't even, like, fathom, like, that's literally probably how long I have left. And I'm gonna be so upset that I didn't play that, but I wanted to stick with a limit of what I had. So you know, sometimes you just gotta stick with limits that you got. I said that I know I said that last time, and it ended up being a 2-hour stream. But so I didn't, like, go on looking for anything. Like, you know, I'd like to keep my blind runs blind, right? You know, but I'll accept help from the chat. Like, it's blind, but it's not fully blind, if you want to get into, you know, super technical. I literally looked up on purpose what the final mission was in that game. And it came up as that mission that I was in, like going to the Brotherhood Union or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So like, even if it's a really hard battle, which I relatively was, there's no way that takes more than 2 hours. I'd never had a battle or anything in that game that has taken up that amount of time. So I was like, okay, like that'll be a good final stream. And out of nowhere, like it just was like, nah, like that ain't happening, like as we saw. So I was a little annoyed. I was more than annoyed. I was really annoyed about that. Because now I feel like, could you imagine like we just end up at the bar, the Seamstresses Union, and it's just like, so yeah, we weren't able to catch Jessica. Tune in to Shadowrun Dragonfall or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, great. But it would be it is what it is, right? So, so what are we missing? I feel like I should have read this before we just stumbled on over here. Let's go get it from his place. So we need to go to the professor's house. God, this is what happens, this is what happens, kids. This is what happens when you don't read. Okay, like, you know, reading's important. You know, I'm gonna have to pass that on to little Logan, so that he understands not that he's just walking into crazy areas. Paul Adam Katowski, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Reading is good. It is. A little bit of like Reading Rainbow with like LeVar Burton in there or something. Is Reading Rainbow. We all remember, like, look, I'm old, and even I remember that. Like, he's still going, right? Like, what a great show that was. How does this not hit all three? Like, come on. Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. It's in the book. Just take a look. It's Reading Rainbow. Oh, everyone's day is going fantastic. What? I was told not to sing. That wasn't good. They're telling me to sing. Mrs. P was not happy. She told me not to give up my day job. I haven't given up my day job. Because otherwise this would be my full-time great job. But it's not, so I'm very upset now. I was told to stop singing. This is why streams go so much better when I'm home by myself. Okay, please don't hit me like that. Rude! I'm not rude. You're good playing 2DS. What are you playing on the 2DS? Is that the... That's the 3DS, but it's not in 3D, right? 3D... Oh, now I'm even more confused. Are you playing the 3DS or the 2DS, or the 2DS that's the 3DS? Now it's on your bed, even though I'm assuming you said my bad. Oh god, we almost ran into that guy. Almost ran into that guy. See, this is the problem when you run quickly and you're reading chat. It's just... Everything's moving too quickly. Tell them, hey, them apples ain't gonna pick them. True. True. Down to the Rooter Roadway. Head on down over here. Oh, God. So we need to go to Professor's house, which I'm trying to think of where was the Professor's house. I think it's the one in the south spot. Like over here. Am I missing this? Is there a way to lock so that the mini-map fixed north? Oh, okay, so maybe that's the camera. Can we free rotation or 45 degrees? No, that's okay. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's it. Maybe we already fixed that. It's just the camera that I'm confused about. Russell Home Factory. It's up my ass until... See, there we go again. You came back with... Now, where is this thing? It's got... Well, got a 50-50 shot. You know, it's either in the lab or it's, you know, upstairs in his archives. That's it. That's where Grandpa usually tosses the stuff of his old inventions. The eccentric old coot. Maybe. But whatever, let's just get this damn thing. Yeah, the idea behind the 2DS is just 3DS. No 3DS slider. Did they ever make a 3DS without the slider, just that it was always just 3D? Or was that something that they wanted to, like, keep, you know, allow people to change. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, isn't the 2DS, like, isn't the 3DS, if you don't have the slider down all the way, essentially a 2DS? Am I overcomplicating this whole thought process? Oh, what's this? Found it. So we can use it? I think so. If everything performs to specs, then it'll keep a biosense from working right. So we found the detector jam. Yeah. All right, back to the guild then. Galika's probably finished collecting intel on Fort Leaston by now. Probably. We hope so. That's the way we want to go. There we go. They always kept the slider on the 3D. Ah, okay. Well, you know, it's not that I know anything. My wife owns a DS. I don't think she has a 3DS. Like one of the old ones. They're pretty thick. Like thick with like the 2 C's. Like you know what we're going on with it, right? Now what I'm about to show you is not to be spoken. Oh, okay. You know, cover it up. You know, just be extremely careful. We got the map. Oh. Would you look at that? Okay, so we stumble on into the main gate. There's a few places. All right, now, am I going to be able to open up said map when we're in there? Schematics for the Leaston Fortress. It sure is big. And that's what she said, right? Grandpa is in there somewhere. Well, I'm going to assume he's probably like in, you know, a dungeon that's not mentioned on there. The guild has always ways of obtaining information. It's best that you not know. The Bracer Guild is a much more complex organization than it may appear, and you would do well to remember that. Oh, okay, like they're really just throwing some hay at us there. They really are. I don't think I need to remind you that this is an exceptionally unique case. Relations between the army and the guild have traditionally been excellent in Liberia, even relative to other surrounding nations. The guild can ill afford hostilities within the army, so, okay, look. She's already yelled at Agati, a gate. We just gotta wait for Baker to come in here and yell at me and go, "You moron! It's Agati." Okay, he's just gonna slap the taster. He's gonna come through the internets, through the tubes, across the Atlantic Ocean, come on through to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and go. Just right across the face like that. That's it'll just, you know, and then they'll zoom back on in through my camera, through the tubes, back out the other side onto the ocean with all the sharks and the animals and the flounders and all those fun things that we have no idea what's on over there. That's essentially it. Legally, what? Hold on. You can't be trusting these things to the junior bracers. Apparently, it's a no-go. Well, now that you've pissed off Estelle, worth it. We're already a part of this. Please allow us to see it through the end. I thought you might say it, and I don't intend to stand. You're damn right, or we'll beat you up. But it must be said that you answer to Zeiss, and as such, if worse comes to worse, I'll accept full responsibility. So you need. See, she doesn't want us to get like, you know, fully overly involved. Like, is there like a bracer hierarchy, like up at the tippity top? Like, you know, everywhere we go. You know, there's the, you know, there's a bracer guild. Yes. That's like just sort of like outside of our downtown area. There's jerk-offs like that everywhere in the world. I love the fact that, like, you know, he's just doing the stare down, stumbles right into the pole. See, if that was me, I have to assume that the guy in the car was laughing. But like, I wouldn't be able to like hold it into myself that like I would open that window and go, "You fucking deserve that, you piece of shit." Everyone looks like a really nice place except for the jaywalk. Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, just like everywhere, literally like everywhere. We have our good spots and our bad spots. That's quite literally it. You can't escape it, but there is some absolutely wonderful places around here. I mean, I think I've said this before on stream. I don't know if our slogan is something like the waterfall capital. I want to say like of Canada, but like I have honestly seen, like I'm trying to think if it's the waterfall capital of the world. Like we have a ridiculous amount of waterfalls. Don't ask me how. And like off the top of my head, like I can think of like 10. But apparently, like they're like what classifies as a waterfall? Like I don't know, if I sit here and pour my drink out, did I just add to the number of waterfalls that are here? I don't know, but so we have a lot of beautiful places here. Listen to her, Pipsqueak. I ain't hearing this crowd. Are you yelling at her again? I feel like, you know, you can't be getting mad at Tita. Okay, it's Tita. There is 2 T's. That got me a beer out of that. That was well deserved. Need to operate the device, then forget that idea. I think Cassius is the ultimate, probably. I mean, I would assume that good old Daddy-O would be the head honcho. Like, he's probably the end boss somehow. Like that's how silly that's gonna be. I mean, it's definitely great to have 4 party members as opposed to 3, which might I add also, like what, 45 hours into this game, we finally got 4 party members? Like, it just boggles my mind. There's other RPGs that would literally shove, you know, all the party members down your throat within the first disc or the first 10 hours or whatever you want to go on about it. In this game, it made me wait. It made me wait, which I don't mind. So what are you playing on the 2DS, Polly? How does someone tell us what they're playing, but not the actual game of what they're playing? Tita's my fave. Agati is a bit of a pompous jackass, but he has a hell of it. He does. You know what? I will agree with you that Agati is a pompous jackass, but he's a jackass for the right reasons, if that makes sense. But this is one of the very few games where I feel like there is not an unlikable character. Like of the good people that I've interacted with, there isn't a single person that I've sat there and thought to myself like, oh, that guy's a jerk off. Like I agree, pompous jackass, jerk off maybe, but like I don't hate Agati or Agati or whatever his name is. I don't hate him. He's a great welcoming addition. Well, there is Oliver. He was from the first chapter, right? I'm slowly remembering. You're playing Monster Hunter Stories. I should be able to finish the story today. I feel like I'm at the end. That's it. Yeah. Again, not hateable. Yes, a little on the creepy side. And it felt like he had some what's the phrase I'm trying to think of? Ulterior motives. It sort of felt like he had sort of like a little bit of that going on. Because it's weird, since that first chapter ended and the two of them got onto the airship, the other character that also partied with us was sort of like on to him, and we haven't heard about that yet. Like, you sort of really didn't know what his deal was, but he was helpful with us. A pure ladies man. He's Baker's favorite character. I don't know if I should be shocked or surprised about that. Alright, yeah, I didn't realize you put so much thought into this. Well, look, we're going to take this person. She's probably going to be the only one that can handle this orbment. So that's literally the only way that this is going to have to go. So, truth be told, I can think of a few thousand things I'd rather do, but I'm going to let it slide just this once. Oh yeah, maybe he has a C. It wouldn't shock me, but there's been like literally zero mention of anything. Like, a lot of RPGs, particularly older Japanese RPGs like this, eventually have you reach a point. Now again, this could be correct with this game, I don't know, but you know, you eventually have you sort of come back, right? You know, to your first beginning area and everything. Whereas this one, like, each chapter has been dedicated to a brand new area, which is really nice and quite refreshing. And you can sort of get an idea of like how it just goes. Like, okay, you get told like, look, you finished up all the bracer business in this area. There's no need for you to be here. Move on to the next area. There's some new jobs for you, and boom, there you go. You get it, and you find out like it gets. Sometimes it's a simple story, and sometimes it gets a little eccentric, maybe, but I don't know, like, I'm assuming, like, we aren't seeing our dad. He has sent us a message and an orbment, and he said he wasn't going to talk with us until the Queen's birthday. I know, it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm still hitting the button. Sometimes every once in a while, I'll get ready. I'll get into these chit-chats. I won't even hit the button to move the text going, but we're getting on it. Please proceed to the airfield. Okay, so now here's where we're gonna find out that there's like 8 more subquests that we got to do, which would be hilarious, but not really. Thank God. That's good. Airfield. Where was the airfield? I think it was up at the top, the tippity top, the cream of the crop, as they would say. Do we just chat it up with you? I understand how just out of, you know, the 4 of us just trotting along, we look busy, but this is why 20 minutes left turns into 2. It does, right? Like, just out of nowhere. And nobody understands how it happens, but I can tell you how it happens. I've been waiting for you. Is everybody ready? I think so. We don't have any other quests to do. I've checked. But to head on out to the least on Park, you can take off at any time. Yeah, well, sort of like, where's the airship? Estelle, look down. Oh, it's like they hit it. No, we don't. I mean, an airship has quite the thing where I'm showing it can rise up or go down, left to right, back and forth, back and forth. You know, what's happening to the flight deck? What didn't you know? This place has got enough secrets built into it to blow your mind. Well, to be honest to God, you know, we didn't. Oh. Instead of going, oh, look at that thing chug. Very good. Yeah, it's very good. You know, it's not as limited as like a boat would be. I don't know much more I have to blow. What? Hold on. You probably have more left than I do, still. Look, we can all blow all the people we want around here. It's just, we're ready. Alright. Alright, open sesame. Doors are going. Are you going to give me a chance to save here before we stop on in? Or I guess I should have done that before I told them that I was ready to go. But good old Gustav, you know, let him be at the helm. It is... Yeah, a lot of things about this look very steampunk, cyberpunky, more steampunky. Like the way even look at Tita, she's got the the cyberpunk, steampunk like glasses. The whole look is really appreciative. It's not used a lot very often nowadays. I feel like there was a time like 15-20 years ago where like steampunky stuff was sort of a little more popular, maybe like overused. Yeah, steampunk, sorry, yeah. Just threw cyberpunk in there. I guess I know like cyberpunk would be steampunk would probably be more older fashioned, right? And then cyberpunk would be more futuristic. Is that a correct statement? Would you agree with that? Or would you say like, no, Jordan, you're a moron. Stop trying to bring cyberpunk literally into every single conversation now. It's like your new jam or something. There we go. Okay, we saved up. We're happy about that. Are we ready to lift off? Of course we are. Let's load on up. We're off to Leaston Fortress. Cyberpunk would probably be an overrated, overhyped CD Projekt Red game. Yes, but it's not. See, the thing is though, so I was going on Reddit, and so there, it's funny. I just like typed in Cyberpunk, and then they have a giant thing at the very beginning. This is a Cyberpunk Reddit and not Cyberpunk 2077 game Reddit. If you want that, go here. So there's actually like people who take like Cyberpunk and dress like cyberpunky like people and make things that are very cyberpunky, I guess would be it. So they're very annoyed that this, like a lot of people that are here for the game are sort of coming into their Reddit, which is a little comical, I think, but comical. Like just yesterday, I don't know if this shocked anybody. It shouldn't shock anybody, but I guess they're still, that game is supposed to come out in like a month and a half, November 19th, I think. And they just sort of come out like that they've been doing their crunch, you know, like when you make video games, like a lot of businesses have crunch times for their employees. So of course this was picked up by all of the outlets, and they're like, oh, you know, they came out and said they weren't going to do crunch times anymore and let people work 40-hour work weeks and not 60 or 70-hour work weeks and go home and blah, blah, blah. Then they realized that they probably had a lot of bugs to fix in the game. I don't believe they are. Actually, I believe they are a private company. They're located in Poland. But I think they are worth something like $7 to $8 billion. Wait, like, you know what's weird? Like, when because someone had said, like, you know, I can't think of a lot of games they've made. Like, literally, I think of the Witcher series, and really, The Witcher 3 was the really good one, in Cyberpunk. That, like, I don't know of Cyber Project Red games. I don't know a lot of them. But it's weird to think that if those are the two games that come to mind to me, and then you compare it to ZeniMax, which Xbox just purchased for $7.5 billion, to think that those two companies are equally valued. And when you think of ZeniMax, like, I sit here and I think of, like, now, of course, let's just get this out of the way quickly. An evaluation of a business's cost is very different than what someone would pay something for, right? So you got to get that out of the way. So, like, maybe if someone offered, you know, to buy CD Projekt Red for $4 billion, would they sell? Maybe, because, you know, everyone loves cash up front. But, like, when you think of, like, ZeniMax, you know, which owns Bethesda, which are the makers of the Elder Scrolls series, which were huge. But again, Elder Scroll really, in my opinion, took off arguably at Oblivion, but really it shat itself all over the place with Skyrim, right? So that's when that's their bread and butter. And also, they also own Doom, the makers of Doom, which to me is a huge game. I'm not a fan of them, but it is something cool to play. And, like, you're thinking, like, wow, Doom, like, they're involved in that, like, and they're only worth a few bajillion. Doesn't matter, the stock's about to go up. I'd want it if they were public. Yes, right. I mean, it could be like one of those things of, like, I am not in the stock market game at all. I'm sure I'm leaving money on the table, but it just seems like a little too risky. I just do my work thing and throw money into mutual funds and whatnot, and, you know, I'll probably have to work till I'm fucking 75 or 80 and die the next year after I can finally retire or whatever. But it's yeah, like, you hear people like, you know, Tesla's a big thing. You're like, you know, oh, let's get your money in on Apple or Amazon. Like, you look at these stocks and they're worth thousands of dollars. Like, how, I understand there's billionaires everywhere, but to think like that people have just this side enough amount of money, just like, you know, I can buy, you know, 100 stock of this and that and make a few grand, like, out of nowhere. Like, sure, nice to have money, I guess. So is this where we're hiding out in this, like, little box here, despite the fact that this guy is just going to be chill and Gustav's helping us out here? They are. I always thought that... I sort of, like, it's not that I miss on with... I feel like at one point is Tesla going to stop making products? And I always thought that they were just going to start selling off their licenses to the bigger companies, and that was going to be where the money was. Like, you know, sell off their battery patents to something like, you know, Duracell, Energizer, or whatever. Like, because they have the production facilities that could do it, you know. Yeah, exactly. Or, you know, sell their you know, their autopilot patent to, like, Toyota, Honda. Like, instead of having them come up, like, why don't you just pay them for the license to use autopilot or whatever the hell it's called, and then you're good. Like, I thought that would be where the money is, because then you're not worried about having to build the cars or anything. You just sell, like, your ideas. Like, it's not generally what they do, but, you know, they're doing okay. It's always funny when you do see them launch, like, their their cars, and like you can see like they can't hand every single one of them out. Like they're still having trouble building the amount to equal to the supply, to the demand. Just because they don't have the giant factories like every other car manufacturer has out there. But you know, that's on their end, because they're making money. Well, that's exactly it. I'm just, maybe it's, and you know, and they're going to be worth like a bajillion dollars or $1 trillion soon. Like, I know Apple is worth $1 trillion, $2 trillion, I believe. I don't know if Tesla is a $1 trillion company yet. I know everyone was going on about the way Elon Musk's sort of his bonus structure works. I guess the way he had set it up, like before sort of Tesla became public, he'd set it up that if it goes X amount, he gets percentage-based bonuses. And because it's been going up so high so quickly, like I think like the last time it went up before his battery announcement, I think he made like $50 billion. Like that's mind-boggling. I guess they're saying like if this keeps up and keeps going, he will overpass Jeff Bezos as the richest man in the world, just based on the way that stock is going to be going. So it was already split. It was split, I want to say, like 3 weeks ago. But that didn't really stop it or prevent it from still climbing. Like, you look at something like I don't know much about splits and stocks really too much, but I know what the purpose of it is that eventually, like, if you split a stock, you allow more people to purchase it. But then the problem is it sort of does get a little bit devalued in a way, because there are a lot of other stocks that have never split, and they're like, you know, you want to buy one stock, it's like $4 or $5 grand, but that's because the valuation of it is so high. But then you don't let the plebs like you and me buy. Like if you and I want to buy, let's say, Tesla stock, we could buy the low end Tesla stock at probably, let's say, a few $100s per stock, as opposed to, I think, like, let's just say it's level 1, level 2, level 3. Instead of paying, you know, $4 or $5 grand for one level 1 Tesla stock. It's the same with Apple. There's a lot of companies that do it, obviously. And welcome to Stock Talk with Jan Jordan. That's the thing. And I guess, like, I have some friends at work that I guess get in on it a little bit and play it up with Tesla, I guess. So Elon Musk, I don't think, is a fan of when people, I'm trying to think of the wording. It's not split. I think it's like they want to cut their, short his stock. Yeah, they want to short his stock. He hates that they do that, and he tries to fight it, because I guess that's like you'd say like, well, I'm going to believe that Tesla's going to drop below 400 instead of at 427, and then it drops down. You sell it, but because you sort of called that bet, you're going to make money off of it, because someone knows it's eventually going to go up to probably 500, right? So someone knows, like, I'm going to make money selling it at 400, despite the fact like that doesn't make sense to you, but because they know that eventually they're going to be able to just buy that at 427, sell it to you for 390 something or whatever, because they know it's going to go up to 550, a bajillion. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. We got to keep petting Antoine all the time, all day. But that's way over my head. Like I said, I'm just into the mutual funds type of stuff. Like with my bank, just like look at a couple things, throw in a little money, get a statement every quarter, and like, okay, made money, great. Like, I'm not doing anything with it for another 30 or 40 years, so it's irrelevant anyways. So it doesn't matter. What is out here? We just came from out there. Okay, so that's the outside. Okay, so that doesn't lead to anything. That doesn't lead to anything. So we just probably want to go upstairs again. Oh, there we go. I mean, I wish my work still had a pension. Although that's like outside of literally government jobs, those sort of don't even exist really anymore. And they're slowly dying. Like my work used to offer a pension plan before I started there. They sort of had it, but they were trying to get rid of it, and that was a big deal of getting rid of it, with unions and everything. But I'm happy that at least I live, you know, where Canada has a a pension plan like that they pay out, you know, when you turn, I think they changed the age to like 65 to 67, something like that. So, you know, you're paying into it with your paycheck every goddamn month, every 2 weeks, whichever. You know, that pays into that. Then you get, you know, turn 67 when you're old, then you can you know, have a little bit of money. So it's a little bit extra, but anytime I always look at, like, you know, those RSPs, the equivalent to you would be like a 401k, like, and everyone telling you, like, oh, you need $1 million to retire. And I'm sitting here, like, I'm looking at, like, I don't even think at my age I have like 100 grand in mind. Now I know there's compound interest at work and stuff like that, that really set in like in your later years, but I just sit here and wonder, like, how am I ever going to retire and not eat dog food every day? Like, that's essentially it. where there's people who have a pension plan that are going to pay them, you know, pretty much what their salary was, maybe a little bit less. And then they also still get all those pension plans, and if they were smart, then an RSP and everything. So where do we want to go here? Like, am I just wasting out a half an hour here? Like, compound interest is all about yeah, exactly. Like, but, you know, before I know it, like, I'll probably be looking at that thing and I'll be like, oh, it's okay, everything is okay. Like, it's just it's just gotta take time. That's all it is. I literally don't know what we're waiting here for. Chatting it up with Faye. There's nobody else to concentrate or talk to or do anything with. I feel like I'm missing like an area. Just shut it, old timer. I can't concentrate with you barking in my ear like that. Why don't you two ladies just stop yelling at each other? I don't even know if they're all ladies. How is there no one in, like, the captain's chair? Nobody knows. Oh, forgot to pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. All the time. Gotta pet the cat. Alright, that's where we came from. We've been in there. We're going up here. Oh, so maybe... Okay, maybe we haven't been in here, but this doesn't look like anything. You think this would be something like, oh, I guess we can just chill out here, right? Like, no. Screw you. We've touched all these, and he's gone. The factory chief is not telling us any sooner rather. Show a little trust. Hey, look, we're all trying to show a little trust. Oh, wait, I just had to go out that door? That was it? I feel like it's too bright in my room. I gotta Jersey Shore up the tan a little bit up here. Sarah, is it beer o'clock? I mean, it's always beer o'clock. It's 2020, right? I feel like there's going to be like an airship battle that's going to happen right here. You know, I think it is, right? I mean, it is even for you, right? It's past noon. You know, not everyone has these crazy rules that, you know, you got to wait till 5 o'clock, noon. Shouldn't start drinking till 9 in the a.m. or whatever, right? Like, we all have these little quirks about each other. Like, some of us, like I said before, start drinking. It's 2020. It ain't gonna fix anything. Who else is on Team Meteor? Oh man, you know what? I think I could use a Miller High Life. The champagne of beers. Wine o'clock is always good. I feel like wine before noon. That's not a good go. But anyways, praise Elephant for a hot minute. Oh my god, I forgot to grab my water I wasn't drinking. Might as well put it back. What are you guys gonna do when, you know, in the year 2076, I finally can afford a home, or I'm put in a home by Logan, and at my age they allow us to stream, and I don't have no elephants, or more so in the future, I was thinking like, I've always, it's not that I'm not a fan of the background. Like, of course, if I was able to get ourselves a house, obviously we know that I'll be streaming in a separate room, probably a nice little office or something. I don't know if I'd get a green screen. I don't know. More and more people are starting to get away from green screens, I've noticed, which is weird. That used to be like the big thing. But I was just going to say, what the thing is now that I've noticed is the blurring of the background. Now, I don't have much of a background to blur out. And I would probably do a Nook, yeah, streaming Nook. We've already been all over this. Like, that isn't much, but I feel like it's just like a little... I feel like it would just be nice if it was blurred a little bit, or like, you know, I'm very excited that if I am able to buy a new PC with the new graphic cards. There is, like, NVIDIA's doing a lot of things that are making streaming a lot easier, a lot better, taking off the work off of a lot of your CPU or your encoders and everything, and throwing that onto a lot of dedicated space on these new graphic cards. But they've added in, like, apparently they've made better, like, that they can make a fake green screen. I've tried some programs, they never work well enough. But this NVIDIA one, they say it works well. I've seen them test it out and whatnot. But I think like the blurring would be good. But I was just gonna say, it's been a while since I've seen one of Wings' streams. But when she moved to her new place, like I noticed, like that's another thing like I noticed a lot of people do is like I probably would have to change my camera and put it up here, like up there where my lights are. Like right now it's down below. I just took a screenshot somehow. That was weird. Maybe because I hit my camera or my thing, whatever. But like a lot of people put like, you know, their stuffies behind them, like gaming stuff. Like, and I got a bunch of like Funko Pops and stuff that like I would probably buy, you know, something to go behind me. So like, you know, it's a lot of video game stuff. So maybe that would be something I could maybe do. And then why would you blur that, right? Because then it's like it's part of the show. I probably need a new webcam eventually. I think I should get into the 1080p era. I don't think mine is a 1080p. I mean, that's the thing. Put my wrestlers up. Exactly. Like I got tons of that type of stuff that I would love to do, but there's just like I'm running out of the space to do it. But I don't know why they blur. I understand why some people do it because there are like the only reason like I do it is like for my reason now is like. It's my son's room. I know it's sort of become part of my stream. Like, praise elephant, you know, you got 4 giraffes fucking each other back there. Like, it's funny, but I always feel like you'd get someone new that would come on in my stream and it wouldn't bother me, but someone would be like, dude, like, are you fucking streaming in your kid's room? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'd be like, well, yeah, like, yeah, I only have 2 bedrooms in my apartment. I'm not fucking loaded. I don't have a finished basement. Yeah, and he's still young, right? He doesn't care. I hope to not be in here by the time he's like probably 3. So he's 1 now. I'm hoping a couple more years in here, but God knows with the fucking real estate market, I don't know. I mean, it just seems to get. I don't know how people are affording these homes. I mean, I do know because. When you drive by these homes, you see 14 cars are parked in their driveway, and you realize it's like 8 families are living there. That's how. So, I almost feel like I would have to like just keep the elephants and the giraffes, right? And don't have a kid. I mean, I guess that would be like the comical thing. Like, yeah. So you tell your new viewers that like, no, my name is Logan. Well, why is your stream name? Yeah, I'm Jordan. You know, just to be different. No. And I'm just a fan of giraffes and elephants. That's it, man. This ain't no kids' room. So that's the only thing like I would like. Now I would want to just blur it out, but. I still think it would look weird. There's too many colors. Like it's not like you wouldn't be able to make out that that's a giraffe or you know that's a elephant. It would just like you'd have a bunch of weird colors all blurred. It would just look weird. So, and we all know we all love praise elephants. So that's what it is. I'm a fan of mutated giraffes and elephants and giant butter. Yes, coming out of elephants' noses, their trunks. No, we're doing this for the old man. We're still breaking into a military base. Most kids would piss themselves at the idea of doing something this major. So, how come you're all carefree about it? Well, I'm really scared out of my mind, but I have Joshua and Estelle with me, and you're here too. So why would I worry? Exactly. You got a bunch of... Wait, is Agani a senior bracer? Estelle and Joshua are junior bracers, and Tita is just, you know, along for the ride? Is that how that goes? I think a new viewer should be more shocked that you take breaks to put on butt cream. Well, yeah, because hence that's the... This is his room, right? I mean, I wouldn't... It's not that I would have to take breaks, but I do it out of... you know, out of decency. I mean, I don't want people to hear my wife, my kid, you know, the possibility of her coming on stream. Like, I just want to keep like that stuff separate. So, you know, for the 5 minutes it's gonna take, you know, to change the kid's butt or whatever, then so be it. That's just the way it is. We've been streaming for what, an hour, and we've probably accomplished like what, 20 minutes of actual in-game time. This is just how it happens on here, doesn't it? Yeah, but yeah, exactly. We all need a butt change every once in a while. We really do. Who's Misha? Who? How do you know that name? You got really angry about it. You got hangry about it. You called me that when you were poisoned. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. No, it's nothing I'm ashamed of. Misha's my kid's sister. You're a big brother. How old is she? Older than me? Well, sort of. I guess she'd be around your age. I guess you haven't seen her in a long time. Work keeps me busy. I only go home about once a year. Oh, no. I see, this is what I like about my stream. Is I think a lot of people... I know I have like 2-3 people that are in here, and realistically 1 or 2 are chatting. But I feel like that's a thing that like a lot of streamers are not doing, is they're not interacting with their chat. And I don't know how you could not interact with your chat or sit there and read. And I know some games make it very difficult to do so, but I just think like that's the purpose of streaming. If you just wanted to watch a Let's Play, hop onto YouTube and go look up a zero commentary playthrough of whatever game that you want to look up, because it does exist. That ain't what you're getting, or at least that's not what you should be getting on Twitch. I guess what you should be getting on Twitch is you go to the Just Chatting station, and you just look for all the girls that have OnlyFans on the side that are basically just, you know, stripped down to nothing because they're former porn stars or something. I don't know. Like, that's where the jam is, apparently. And I only poke fun at the OnlyFans people. It's comical. Are we going now into the sea can, as it would be called, to break on in? I don't know why. I don't think she's aspiring to do that. I think she just does it for a little extra coin. I don't know. I haven't asked. I don't feel it's my business to ask. But it's one of the... You know what though? How many times have I streamed by myself alone? Probably literally hundreds of times. It happens multiple times where I have been at the cat in streams where I'm not talking to anybody but myself. That's just how it goes. The internet's oldest profession. You're not wrong. Looks like we got everything set up. We're done with disguising the container, so we can all fit on in. So like, what do we do? If you just open it up, all you'll see is pipes and plates like that are used for fixing the ship holes, but you go into the back side here, and you can all squeeze in there and get COVID. Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, so that was always the thing. I don't think I've ever had trouble speaking jibber jabbering, whichever. Maybe early on in my streaming days, I'd have to go back and watch some old videos. Like, I don't think I sit here like this. I always make fun of people who sit like this and have 0 people in their chat, or, you know, are by themselves and are sitting there muttering and not muttering to themselves like I do. But I feel like that's the thing of, like, I learned very early in streaming of what I read of, you know, always keep talking. Like, even if you're not talking to somebody, either act like you're talking to someone, or always go on about what's going on in the game, what's finding, you know, what's piquing your interest during the game. What are you doing? What, like, you know, maybe you're doing a strategy of something. There's always something to talk about, always. And to me, it's always just been, I'll talk about a little bit about the game. I'll talk a little bit about life. I'll talk about anything that just pops into this goddamn head. So it doesn't really matter to me. I've found that quite easy to just do. And it's always comical to me every once in a while when I will get that new viewer come in and go, who are you talking to? And sometimes the joke is that, like, oh, I'm talking to someone on YouTube, and you know, all you see is Twitch, or I'm talking to someone on Twitch and you're on YouTube or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, it's like, not talking to anybody. I'm just talking. Like, so, because you're not coming into a channel where it's just quiet. It's just the game audio. Like, what fun is that? I don't know. To me, it isn't. I mean, that when I go searching for new, you know, streams to watch, on the low end of things, you know, I'm always looking for someone who's got good energy, who's got, you know, who's not boring, who seems interesting, who doesn't seem like, you know, they're just doing it because they're, I don't know, aspiring the next ninja or something. Like, look, we'd all love to have that type of money flow and think we're better than he is, or better than, you know, insert name of streamer here. And some of them I think we are. I think the problem is a lot of viewers are afraid to go out of their comfort zone and find new people, find new things. They just are stuck in their ways, and don't want to, you know, meet and see someone new. I've always said this as another problem is it also exists on the high-end streamers end. You look at a lot of them, they're already so big that they want to grow bigger, despite the fact that they probably can't. But, you know, they think there's still more money to be had, and there's more. They don't really help out each other. They're all in their own little bubble. Like, you know, all the big names, they stay in their bubble. They all play with each other. They don't get outside of that bubble and bring in someone like has, you know, hey, let's bring in so-and-so. I watched their stream. They have a few hundred viewers compared to my 30,000. Let's get them in because, hey, they're just as interesting as I am. They just don't get the help that I do. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, look, you just helped out that person. But no, they keep everything in their bubble. They're afraid of you creeping out over to that person and making them just as big as they are. And then they think that you're never gonna come back to them and watch them again. Like, that's, I don't know, like, that's just the thought process of these people. I don't get it. I really don't. But it is. It certainly is. I mean, you have the fake persona streamers who put on a facade. You know, a fake persona, as I say. It's not really how they are. But because they want to be family friendly or appear to be work safe or whatever, like, but that's not really the way that they act in real life. So it's just, how can you believe them at all? And when we all chuckle, like, how many people have seen the old YouTube video of Ninja, you know, going crazy on a few people that have gotten the best of him in an online game in Halo, like before he became big with Fortnite. You know, and he's swearing and yelling and then you look at him, like, just before his Mixer deal, like, he really cleaned up his image. He realized, like, oh, maybe a lot of money isn't there if I'm sitting there swearing half the time, or, you know, calling someone, you know, all the words that you're not allowed to mention, you know. Sure, that works. Of course it does. But I think the money's at if you're yourself, and then you're not trying to hide anything. You're not, you know, little bits and pieces of you won't slip out. And they're like, oh, wait, what did that guy say? Did you catch that? And then they're like, oh, I gotta slap myself back into reality because I can't say that because of my fake persona that I'm trying to live up to. Whichever. I mean, I've said I'm not his biggest fan, but I can appreciate the work he puts into a stream as CoCarnage. I think he is one of the fakest people out there. Absolutely. And I've been in his stream early on before he was, having the 20,000 viewers. Very different person. Very different person. And then, you can tell money changed. I don't know if he has a management team or someone sort of told him, like, you've hit this plateau. You're being yourself. If you want to go up higher, like, you got to clean your image up a little bit. You got to do this, you got to do that. And slowly he changed. And of course, like, hey, he's probably added a couple extra zeros on his bank account, but it's not him. And I don't want to jump on all over him because I couldn't care less. I don't watch him anymore. I can appreciate the hustle he puts in. There's a lot of work that's put into that stream. A lot of streamers do that. But I don't get it. I don't get it. My beer is getting warm. I get onto these rants. We somehow turn an hour of gameplay into 10 minutes from 20 minutes. The beer is still good though. The beer is still good. I'll take a warm beer. I think it's the British. Maybe it's the Irish. Maybe the Scots. Maybe all of them over there. I've always heard that, like, you don't. It's a very American thing to think that you want a freezing cold beer when you don't. Now, there are some beers that are really good, super cold. Like, I'm sure you've been to a bar where usually it's Coors Light, I want to say, but you'll see by their draft tap, and they'll have, like, the temperature reading to show you, like, it's super cold, like as cold as the mountains. When in reality, like, I find, like, a beer is actually far more drinkable if it's not, I don't want to say room temperature, but just a little colder than that. That's where it's perfect drinkability. Like, of course, it's different for all types of beers, whether it be porters, stouts, IPAs, lagers, whichever. Like, they all should be probably served at a different temperature. That's probably gonna muster up their taste a lot better. So usually for me, beer doesn't last that long to ever get super warm. So especially when your chat's reminding you that your beer's getting warm, shut up the hell about other streamers, start playing the game, or this is going to take you another 14 episodes, right? Uh-oh, so did they find out something about this? Regulations are regulations. Surround that container, men. I took the words right out of your mouth, didn't I, right? Good old Antoine. It's just a kid cat. When did you sneak off, huh? Meow. So what's with the cat? His name's Antoine. He lives at the Central Labs. I guess he just sneaked on in. Well, he certainly gave me quite a shock. False alarm, I guess. I suppose that one can't blame a cat for being a cat. Hey, you. If you like it here, you're welcome to... Oh, how nice. These people are actually pretty nice. Welcoming to little kitty cats here and there. Well, off he goes. He's done his job. So that biosensor is a pretty impressive piece of work. He would have been packed away in storage. Well, it is a central lab make. Alright, man. Check the other containers. Yes, sir. Bum, 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 bum. So where is our container? I wasn't really paying attention to, like, sort of where they put it, so. How long is the current emergency command structure expected to last? You shut it, soldier. It'll take as long as we need. It's not that I don't understand what you're getting at, but it is not the most place a soldier to question the orders of a superior officer. Get your dick slapped around here. Discretion is a must at all times. Yo-wee-yo. Yo-ho. Oh-wee-yo. I got intel to report. Captain Amalthea has come and wishes to speak with you. Oh, very well. I suppose I'll have to see what the little vixen has to say. Wait, hold on. Little vixen? It's like a little sexy talk for right there, right? You're sex kicking? Sex kicking? Kicking? Kitten. Oh, look at that. We got a save point. Can't feel your legs anymore? We're all okay. Just a little fuzzy in the head, you know, all breathing in. Probably some nice fumes. Yeah, he was right in the next container over. I thought we'd be discovered for sure. False alarm got the soldiers to relax. He kept a cool head, though. Well, it does sound like something the chief would do. Alright, we gotta get moving. So, we're somewhere close to the airship port. So I assume that means the landing port. See? Smart. We need to plan or else we'll never find the professor. So Estelle, check the map and tell me which way we should go. Well, why are you asking me? Well, it doesn't matter. See how observant you are. So let's have... I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, like... They would probably keep them somewhere like either the barracks or the armory, but the armory is not... although it could be the research wing, because he is a researcher. Color me surprised. Great job, kid, but don't get cocky. What's your take, Joshua? Well, I agree with her. Since it's a standalone facility, it's probably the best place to make use of the professor's talents. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to stumble on in and just turn to the right. To the left, no, to the right, people. You got to get these songs right. Do we have an exit strategy? Yeah, probably right out the main gate. The lake on the other side of the airship port has a wharf. Oh, great. So we're going to come and go right out the way we are. We're going to have to worry about that watchtower, I'm sure of it. Alright. So, just can't move the map. Might as well rest, just to see if we're going to rest on up and gain anything out of it. I don't know. Probably take a check to see if we have all of our best equipment on. We don't. We need these demi-handers. It is a cute map, though. Dirk's used for covert ops, subtle with a matte surface. You know what? That'll work for me. Black coat. That's all good. The Battle Strike shoes are the best in the business, and that's all good. Estelle, how you doing? Octavian stave. Perfect. Shield vest. Oh, God, yes. Do I want a ton of defense? Save. I will. I will save my game right after I do that. I feel like, you know, putting on the battle suit might be good. A little bit of craft shoes. Okay, that's good. A Gotti. A Cavalier Killer. Where did these weapons come from? Well, look who decides to finally show up from the drunken afternoon that they probably just had. Cheers to you, Baker. How are ya? Welcome. I mean, I'll say I've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes, but, you know, in reality, you've probably honestly missed on about 15 minutes of actual gameplay. As you know me, I'm quite the chatty Cathy. I'm glad to see you as always, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, neither of that. Some craft shoes. Every once in a while, Paul will surprise you. Come back on in and go, hey, look, I'm still here. No, he's gonna get that across. Good old Tita. Craft cannon. That's gonna be good. The G impact makes you hit the. Well, you're not gonna even go there. She's a child. Why are you even saying things like this, Jordan? That's gonna get you in trouble somewhere along the lines. Double split. Okay, there we go. Yeah, give me those craft shoes. I figured as much. This is like 10 minutes. How true you probably are. How true you probably are. And the orbits. Oh. See, here's where we kick ourselves. I feel like I could have went and accomplished, you know, got a couple more orbits. We didn't. We're an idiot. We could have opened them up, and I'm a moron. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Hit ho with the dealio. Alright, let's not forget to save, because I would hate for all that tough work to be gone. But I can't move this, so this is bothering me. But so I'm going to just assume that we're just gonna go okay, not in here, in here. How about that? Oh god, like they're just okay, well, I gotta attack the Poochie. This is probably gonna be a real bad idea to attack the Poochies. The Solid Dozers. So wait, hold on. What movie was Dozer in? Dozer. It'll come to me. The hour and 50 minutes and that don't add up, so I guess you probably moaned about some Twitch streamer, latest developments in the political world, a new game, moaning about another streamer after moaning about... You know, I'm starting to think, like, were you not here? Because you literally nailed it on the head. Like, literally. Literally nailed it. To a goddamn T. I don't know how you do it, buddy. I don't know how you do it. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, we haven't talked about the debates that happened last night, which I thought was hilarious. We touched upon it, you know, very, very briefly. All I mentioned was that one of the CNN anchors referred to it as a shit show, which I thought was hilarious. Yep, a jaywalking Hamilton man. Yep, I mean, we're coming across these all pretty nicely here. Nice hit. Okay, and 45, not too bad, not too shabby. It was a crap show. I'm not an American, but I sit and wonder, like, Trump did exactly what I thought he was going to do during that debate, and there's like, what, 2 or 3 more debates that are going to happen anyways, but, like, Biden was, you know, he sort of left himself to attack everyone, so, like, what are these things? Like, I saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter of, like, does he ever shut up? Like, no, and the problem was, like, the moderator did not do his job, not that I expect him to do his job, but, like, why don't they cut their mics? Like, when if they're you know, if they're giving, okay, Mr. Trump, you're given 2 minutes to you know, for your statement, like, shut it off, shut the goddamn you know, mic off so that he can't talk anymore. But no, like, why would they? No, because how dare you shut the mic off of the acting president of the United States and blah 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 blah. I'll summarize. Biden says Trump's a clown repeatedly. Trump won't keep his mouth shut as per usual. Right, and neither one of them accomplished anything. Neither one of them. So, like, that's the problem. Biden, who needed to accomplish something, didn't. And Trump was just being Donald Trump, which already agrees with whoever the people already who vote for him are just gonna be like, yeah, he was his normal self. Yeah. Like, so that's... I don't know what to tell you, America, but if this is how it's gonna be, get ready for another 4 years of Donald Trump. It ain't gonna fix. An hour and a half progresses in America is one step closer to being in flames. I think it's interesting that all 3 of you are interested in other countries alike. So as a Canadian, all I will point out is that it's so entertaining. Like, my country and their elections and their political stances on everything. You have America, which is up here, you know, in a world of, you know, it's just fascinating to watch the shit show that currently happens here. You know, I say, like, we're down here, you know, we're not interesting. Like you guys make it a spectacle of everything, and it's an enjoyment to watch, because it's like the other countries. Like I hate to say it this way, but we're sort of laughing at you. Like, you guys can't get anything right down there, and I don't say that as towards anyone in my chat. I mean it as a jab at your political stature in the U.S. That's how I mean it. Whether you want to take that as a hit, that's up to you. But it's absolutely comical. Now, every country has their problems, absolutely. But you guys just like you guys are like the meme of like one country fucks up, America's like, fuck, you want to see us fuck that up? Hold my beer. That's literally how that's gonna happen. Yeah, we're in the shitter, but exactly, and that's the thing. Like, you remember the old meme of like, oh, like, you know, God, we'd hate to be like Mexico. Like, Mexico is laughing at America. Like, it just never ends. That's how great this stuff is. And I'm not saying that Mexico is a terrible country. It's not. Anytime I've been there, it's been fantastic. But to be able to joke about it like that, because, you know, Donald Trump would refer to that country as a shithole country, and you're like, well, hold on there, buddy. Like, have you taken a look at your country in the past couple years? Don't think so. I'm starting to sound like, okay, hold on. Did they just like bounce me out of like, oh, okay, I guess I can't be seen by these morons. They're great. The way you put that quote, it literally sounds like that. All right, I'll buy it. Oh, Mexico is nice. I've been there. They're great people. Despite the fact that I you know, stayed in the resort and never left it. No, I've left the resort. I'm told that as a Canadian, they appreciate us. I've never been anywhere they hate Canadians. Comically enough, the only place that I have found that hates, and you gotta be specific here, English-speaking Canadians, and you might know where I'm going with this, is Quebec. I've been there. They're nice. They're still nice because they're still Canadian, right? So they're gonna have that going for them. But you can tell they are overly annoyed that, like, I have no idea how to speak French, so, you know, stepping in over there into their border, it's like, nah. One day Jordan will run for presidency soon, so we're the same as you guys over there. You know, the Queen still runs the show, but you know, we got a prime minister, so I'm gonna have to start learning French then if I want to run for prime minister. So wait, hold on. Have you now switched over to YouTube now? I'm assuming this is Matt on the YouTube side of things. I could be wrong. It could just be an Iceman. It could be Val Kilmer, literally Val Kilmer, coming on into my small stream. Who? Just on here, Sayalai. Oh, fair enough. I'm just going to refer to you as Val Kilmer. I just want to have that little thought that it's Val Kilmer watching me on eyes. There's someone on YouTube. Relax, okay? Getting me that coin. Oh yeah, I get the coin. Just relax, okay? There's people everywhere watching me. Am I okay? No, I'm never okay. I mean, I'm only on my first beer of the day, which already someone might be questioning themselves, like, no, there's no way Jordan at 4 o'clock in the afternoon is only on his first beer. Of course he's not okay. Can't be okay. Are the shadow people dressed like Buzz and Woody from Toy Story talking to me again? Maybe they could be. See, now you got yourself a wingman. You just don't want to be Goose. That's the only thing. It'll shadow your neck or something. I assume that's what happened to him. Is it buck cream time? It's buck cream time with a smile. I'll be right back. This is where everyone leaves. As soon as I stream, I get some following, and then it's butt cream time out of nowhere. That's how it happens. Oh God, I do this every goddamn time. Every goddamn time. It never ends. What is that? Is that thunder? Thunder and lightning? Maybe. Is it raining outside? When the fuck did this happen? Oh shit, okay. That's what happens. You get yourself immersed to a Japanese RPG. Oh wait, I don't even know the story here. Canadian Gamma. Many years ago in high school, was into the Delta Force with friends, made up. Decided to name ourselves after Greek things, Alpha, Omega, Gamma. Sounds made up if you ask me. It was pouring here? Oh, I see. It's probably then it's just like, is it still outpouring your way? I mean, we essentially know you living near Brad, you always are going to have the black cloud, despite the fact that they call me the black cloud at work, so. What does my username mean? You see, that way we decide to keep it simple. That's it, right? No. Simple name for a simple man. Cows are all lying down. You country folk out there, be careful. Great. Not only have I gone on, streaming for, hour and a half now, 50 minutes of actual gameplay. I have no idea what they want with Professor Russell outside of this Black Orban or gospel thing. This guy's yelling at him. I've already missed the whole point of what was going on because everyone told me to pay attention, then we stopped paying attention. Does it actually allude to the potential fact you may be called Jordan? Possibly, maybe. So why'd I drop the P? I wanted to have it so that my name was basically the same everywhere. It bothered me that, so, I don't know, like, if you remember, like, okay, that's some thunder out there. I guess if, my stream just drops out of nowhere, it's because we lost power. More power. 100 Bitcoin, I'll tell you his name. If you remember Google Plus, so, in order to have in order to have a Google account, you had to have a Google Plus account, and they made you use like your name. So then, when if you wanted to use a YouTube channel, you had to merge all of your accounts into one. So I wasn't a fan of it just using my name, essentially after I sort of like decided to stream. So I just decided to try to get the name across the board. So hence that's why I changed it into the brand, as we would say. So. That's how it goes anyways. I mean, Christ, you give me 3 Bitcoin and I'll tell you my own goddamn name. Sell out. How much is a Bitcoin worth nowadays? They're still worth like, what, 15 grand, something like that? Maybe not that high, maybe 10 grand. Would it... I should actually think about that for a second. 3 Bitcoin, 30 grand for the possibility of having my real name out there. Is 30 grand enough for me to possibly deal with identity fraud? Probably not. Oh, it's probably worth like 10 grand Canadian. Probably. The hell are we talking about? Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's all secrets. Secret names, secret societies. Some made up, yeah, a currency that's not gonna take off. Space bucks, as I like to call them. Aren't you playing Call of Duty, poning those noobs, as they would say? Yeah, I haven't paid attention to Bitcoins in a long time. I just assumed that they were still upwards of like about 10 grand. Ooh, so what does a Baker Buck get me? I was a bit 100 gig patches, man. Well, you can't fix the problem of them having like a new patch every day, but if you clear your cache out on your PlayStation 4, the patches won't be as large, and they will, because some of the times the problem is it's overwriting the same stuff over and over and over again. So it would not take as long, and also would not take as much data. It has the same weight as Monopoly money, so it's worth more than Canadian dollar. I mean, our money is essentially Monopoly money, and probably worth less. All right. Bazinga. Well, there you see, exactly. I mean, so is Baker Bucks a digital currency, or is it real money? See, this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Every once in a while, you'll get someone to pop on in the stream, yelling at the streamer to do something. I am doing something. I'm hitting the A button. Welcome to a Japanese RPG. This is as exhilarating as it gets, Matthew. Okay, it's as exhilarating as it gets. Hold on to your socks. I'm gonna hit the A button again. Oh, did you see that gameplay? Poning noobs out here, buddy. It's real money, you get it straight from my ass. So, just like any money then, really. Baker Bucks from a person named Baker. Thank you for that. Real straight to the point with that one. $10,000 for a Bitcoin. Oh wow, not bad. He's a smart fellow, that Canadian Gamma. He gets jokes. Not only does he not get the joke, no, he does get the jokes. He also won't ruin said jokes on you. That's purely just a me thing. see, that's a good thing. If you streamed, that would be a good opportunity to name your channel points. Despite the fact I shut mine off because I think they were a little silly. You could call them Baker Bucks. Just imagine all of it going on. The White Wings, what about the Black Wings? Or even the Red Wings? What happened to them? So that's a huge desk. I would love a size of desk like that to stream on. God, I would only need one of those. I wouldn't need both of them. Imagine the pounding that thing could take. Probably can't even make a dent in it after you play Sekiro for a little bit. I could call them P points. I could. I'll probably get shut down by Twitch of like, heaven forbid you call something P points. Then okay, fine, I'll change them. They're urine points. Okay, you happy about it? Fucking retards. You got people yeeting cats everywhere, but heaven forbid I call something P points. Remember how confused I was when you just showed like the one of my emotes, and I was like very confused. Kobe points? Could be. So they come crashing down on you from a helicopter in Calabasas or whatever the fuck it is. Kotaku article in the morning. Canadian streamer Jordan P calls channel points P points. This makes him a Nazi. That's okay. There's a lot of weird connections on that one, but eventually they do come through. Now he's getting mad. Can't yell at a major Sid like that. He's from all the Final Fantasy games, despite the fact this not being a Final Fantasy game. I mean, everyone wants to find your dad. I mean, everybody does. He probably has the penis that everyone wants to go to. Everyone wants to lick, a suck, whatever it is, alright? Everyone's got to find their way to the Tootsie Pop. Isn't that what you say on a chopper crowd? I think so. I think that's replaced with, oh shit. It is now when you're going down, you go, Kobe! You know, that's it. You took 10 minutes to do a penis joke. I mean, to be quite honest, I think an hour and 37 minutes, that is the first penis joke of the stream. I mean, I should make it full circle. We should probably throw in the enema jokes as well. Just have it all come full circle. I think so. When do I get my airship? Like, when does that happen? Can you have an alert you start whenever the first... I should. Like, there should be like a button I hit that just go like, and it just throws out a giant phallic penis across the screen. Do you think that's bannable? Can you have a phallic emote? And then I do a dance. Like do the helicopter? Is that what I would do? And then while I'm doing the helicopter, I yell Kobe. That's gonna lose you some viewers right there. Absolutely. Oh, so hold on. So first we got cited by these guards and blow, yes. And now that we've already, you know, checked in on the professor, now we can just stumble on into these guards and we can take them. Well, why didn't we do that the first time? First of all, can I just add the fact that this map and this overlay makes 0 sense? Too soon? Oh, come on. It's 2020. Like, yesterday, anything that happens, it's pure gold. It doesn't matter. It could have happened 20 minutes ago. It's never not too soon. Like, we're moving, we're flowing, okay? The meteor is going to come soon, okay? I believe it. You have to take out the guards by the entrance, right? Sure, let's get a move on. Are we just gonna... Can we just hit them? Oh no, they saw us. Oh, they're just happy because they're just sitting there sucking up the life and doing patrol in front of the fortress. Nothing exciting. Such is the life of the Intelligence Division Special Ops. You're the Colonel's ass. Wait, hold on. We just came around like in front of him. Jesus has canceled his second coming. When was he supposed to show up? Was it the year 2000? Was that the thing, or was it? No, wait. When did the Mexicans say? Not the Mexicans, the Aztecs. When did they say that the world was gonna end? Was it supposed to be 2002? And then the joke was that the Aztecs were dyslexic and they got the date wrong. It was supposed to be 2020. Hence, it would make sense now. Oh, hold on. Canadian get 2012. Wow, I'm really far off. At least someone there is paying attention to the worldly news. Gamma. Gameplay is happening. I'm still hitting the A button. Nothing's changing. I might even decide to do a couple things here, but this is what he's come for. Absolutely. We're gonna take out the special ops because they're special, like you. The Mayans, not the... Whatever, okay? Eventually I will be fact-checked by someone around here, okay? Doesn't matter? No, but... Just get it... Oh, penetrate. That'll get people excited. Still sort of, I feel like it's a waste. Like, did some Bitcoin come out of him when we hit him there or something? Like, was that what that was? I'm very confused. What's a smoke cannon gonna do? Hits enemies with a smoke screen, blinds them. Okay, well, can we get both of them? Oh, come on. That's a cheese dick move right there. You lose your Baker bucks. I do? Yeah. I mean, they weren't worth anything anyways, but they probably could be exchanged for a free blowy or something though. That'd be my guess. He's coming 3 weeks next Tuesday. Yeah, wait, hold on. Is that the election day? Is that what coincides with that joke? Please tell me. You know, an entire ancient civilization that has rich culture and importance to human history, but you know, whatever, I guess. You're the kind of guy to say the Greeks and Romans were the same people. Trump 2020, right? It's far more entertaining just to listen to that. Who can we murder here? Probably? Well, okay. Probably, yes. Oh, a 420 in there. That gets everyone excited. And of course, the two of those morons are standing back to back. That'll do it. Okay, you guys can stop doing that. That'd be real nice. All right, you get a critical shot in here. Don't waste it on that guy. Almost near murder him. All right, who can you murder? Probably. Trump's gonna end up being like that episode of Futurama where Nixon gets a huge robot body and becomes emperor of the world. there's a joke with that. I was just saying things. I mean, I was just putting 2 and 2 together. I don't know if in 3 weeks. No, wait. I think it's not until November, so we're off by a week, I guess. Do people in other countries want Trump to win? Just yes. Yes, an emphatic yes. Some of us just want to see the world burn. I mean, in all reality, it's entertaining, absolutely. But it depends, because he's done some shitty things, he's been introducing some like tariffs and stuff that that have gone against Canada. That's not very nice. Doesn't work well for me, considering the industry I'm in. But in all honesty, it didn't really affect us overly too bad. But it's you can only take so much of that type of stuff before you're like, oh great, now it's affecting my paycheck type of thing. America is screwed either way, to be honest, and it put itself front and center of said screwing. I mean, if North Korea hits us with nukes, I'm sure some radiation will make its way to him. Probably. But that's assuming that North Korea can put 2 and 2 together and actually are able to launch a nuke. I mean, I think they have enough trouble feeding their country, let alone worrying about whether they can launch a nuclear weapon or not. I mean, you're not wrong. I almost thought it was comical when they first did that, because you're so right. It's so many of them are reliant upon the products that we generally make. It's not really the other way around of that. We're reliant upon products that they make. Maybe they can make them cheap, sure, but choke in China. China, right? Good old grandpa. Oh my God. Sure, but that's part of the chuckle, is that if you believe that North Korea is making nukes, not a chance. I would more worry about like someone like Pakistan or Iran, something like that. Yes, start the Canadian-American war in the Twitch chat. Yes, I mean, I always joke, but I always enjoy going back to the fact of, like, even though we were a British colony back then, but Canadians and British troops did burn down the White House, essentially telling them to back the fuck off. Canada is not for you. Oh yeah, there's probably tons of countries that have nukes. They just have absolutely zero way of actually building them up, in space or shooting them more beyond their borders. That's what I was sort of getting at. I mean, they have money. Anyone with money can buy a nuclear weapon. But the thing with it is you need a way to shoot that thing to not hit yourself. It's like having a bullet. You need a gun to shoot that bullet. Otherwise, that bullet is useless. I can throw it at you pretty hard, though, but... they already made a movie about war between America and Canada. Remember that movie? No. They did? I'm so confused. This is what we come for. This is where my chat just goes off the deep end. It's called this stream. Who are you? You look like you came from the wrong side of the barn. I can tell that at least. You lie like a chicken. It's called Canadian Bacon. That sounds like I've never seen that. So already get on me about that. Is that a good movie? Is that something worth seeing? Is that on the Netflix? Amazon Prime? Download, maybe? Something? It's probably on YouTube, probably. Sarah knows a lot of things. I don't know anything. I'm not that bright. It has our work. Really? Oh, now I have to see it. I've never seen that movie. So I'm starting to think that Mr. Professor Russell here is sort of whatever they do. We've run into these guys before. They don't know what they're doing. Their memories are sort of like wiped, and they have no idea that they're doing bad things. And then they wake up out of nowhere, and then they get thrown into jail, whatever. Acid Region and the Pickle Line. Oh dear God, that's like many moons ago. But we'll have to save the explanations for later. For now, we need to get you out of here. Is there anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the cable unit? It's great. It's for all Canadian actors, everyone you can think of. So hold on. Ryan Reynolds is in that? Ryan Gosling? He's also in it? All these great Canadian actors. Norm Macdonald, is he in it? Actually, he might be in it. Oh, never mind. It always helps when I read the entire sentence. You said of that era. They probably weren't even born then. I'll pay attention next time. I'll pay attention, I promise. I'm sorry, Estelle and Joshua. I hate that it's being so grievously misused after you went to all the trouble of bringing it to me, but believe me, we understand. Oh, Baker. Or I guess anyone. It does. But I thought you played Shadowrun. I need to know literally how much time I have left in that game. I could have finished it, but we didn't. Yeah, hi. I finished up at the Brotherhood Union. And we got kicked to the streets. And I thought like that was like the end of the game, but we ran into like a Papa Shango type of character. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Like what I thought was going to be like a half an hour of gameplay left. Ended up eating up a 2-hour stream and we still didn't finish the game, so I was even more confused about what the hell was going on. So can you remember like how much is left after that spot? And this is where you're gonna tell me, no, Jordan, you fucking moron. I've never played that game, so you're an idiot. So I literally finished the mission at the Brotherhood like Scientology church chapel thing. Sam's sister Jessica ran out like the back door. And we couldn't like follow her where she was, like out of an office, and so we went through another back door and we ended up on the streets, and Papa Shango helped us out, and then that's where I ended it. Want to stream co-host on new Star Wars flying game. What's that? Isn't that Squadrons? Is that what that's called? I didn't even know that was coming out soon. I mean, can we just like crash into each other and you yell at me and that'll be the stream? Do you even have capable, ways of streaming that? Do you even know how to co-stream? Do even I know how to co-stream? All of these are answers I have zero clue about. I think you're about 3/4 of the way through the game, maybe just over. It's fucking EA. I mean, yeah, it is EA. EA has the Star Wars license. If you want to play a Star Wars game, I stream and keep party chat on. Great. Joshua is near death, so we're gonna have to fix that. I don't like it wasn't on my list of things to get. I'm basically Cyberpunk, and that's basically it at the moment. But I might. It does look interesting. I do love me some Star Wars. I mean, who doesn't, right? Oh wait, now we got this old guy with us. Great. So we just trying to escape here. Look at all these doors. Are those doors? Nobody knows. EA is trash, but reminds me of old X-Wing game I played on old. What was there? Oh, did we kill these guys? Did you play X-Wing, or was there an X-Wing and TIE Fighter game? I remember those games. I don't think I played them, but. Oh, you think we'll just let you escape? I mean, you are still just sitting there lying in the dirt. I mean, the thing is, though, I think, you know, we know you're not a big fan of it, but Baker and I, we're gritting our teeth for that one. We really are looking forward to it. Did you see Jason Schreier on Bloomberg mention about the crunch work that was currently going on at Cyberpunk like the last month and a half or so to just like get this game like out? You already pre-ordered as a birthday gift, like to yourself? There you go. Hold on, are we gonna have to deal with all these people? I certainly hope Tita can take out like about like 14 of these guys just like that. Wait, is it now sunny like out of nowhere? Are you kidding me right now? Skies have really opened up, I guess. Even though he did say there'd be no crunch. Are you getting that game, Gamma? Oh no, someone got it for you. Okay. Rogue Squadron. Was that GameCube or was that N64? Maybe both. But Jordan, you can't even explain why you're excited about it, other than other people are excited about it. You don't even like Witcher 3. No, but I read Reddit. Everyone does. I thought I explained it the last time. I said that the more, like, I wasn't interested in it. It's almost like Persona. Literally. I had zero interest in Persona at all. I started seeing gameplay videos and stuff of Persona 5 at the time. This was probably a year before it's released. And I thought to myself, well, this looks like something I'd be interested in. They're at a military base, so they know that they've been broken into, so they're just setting off the sounds. Are you getting a little bit of PTSD there or something from it? So yeah, so I went back and I played the old Personas. I liked them, and I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be something I'm really going to like going forward to. So Cyberpunk, despite that there isn't really anything else I can play for it, like Witcher 3 I'm just playing through because I heard it was good. I changed up the controls to something I liked. Cyberpunk, I decided to look into it, watch the YouTube videos, watch the demos that people and influencers are getting, and it's surprisingly, like, it wasn't on my list. Like, I had zero interest on it, and now I'm like, oh, like, this game looks like it's fun, so maybe I'll give it a whirl. It looks like it hits all those spots that I wouldn't mind playing. So we're not gonna attack these people, or we can't get the preemptive attack on these guys. Well, I thought your building was on fire again. You are dedicated to this. I was. My wife was so annoyed with me at that point. She's like, I really think we should go. And I'm like, relax. Like, if it was on fire, like, that's it. And then when I saw, like, the fire trucks pull up and actually were, like, pulling hose, I was like, oh, it's probably a little bit more to this than meets the eye. Women and children first. If you ever played Deus Ex, it looks like Deus Ex on steroids. So I've never played Deus Ex. I don't even think I'm saying that right, so you can tell me I'm saying it wrong all day. I played the OG Deus Ex on PC. No? Wait, am I saying it right? Am I saying it wrong? Is it Deus Ex? Like, is it, or Deus Ex, like French? I always heard it was Deus Ex. Don't ask me why. Just, that's why we avoid these things.
Care for a rematch?
Well, we got level up Vital Cannon. That's always good to learn. Oh, damn, we're in trouble. Last one seems to have alerted the other soldiers. Let's withdraw to the wait, so we're returning back to where we were? Great. Don't sweat it. They're just unconscious. As if being unconscious was perfectly fine and dandy. Like, as someone who's been unconscious quite a few times, that's not a good thing to know. I'm told that a pebble could kill me. Where are we going here? So are we supposed to avoid these people? It's Dos Equis. Alright, where the fuck am I supposed to go here? Great beer, right? Okay, God. Avoid him. Okay, avoid him. Ah! Is there a map I can see? No, there's no maps. Ah. I'm just gonna be like, oh, are you kidding me right now? Do I know what a Deus Ex Machina is? No. I've never played those games. Should I know what it is? Is it me? Oh no. Yeah, that wasn't a very nice thing to do. Okay, never mind. It's not a game. It's a phrase in storytelling. Well, no, you can't say never mind on that. You've got to actually go like, no. This is what it is. Here's what the phrase means, you moron. Like, that's you've got to do that. It's like a priapism. No, it's not like a priapism. I mean, okay, maybe it could be like a priapism, but it's probably not anything close to a priapism. Nice crit. Beauty. Now, see, here's where I wasn't even thinking. Here's where I wasn't thinking. I could have avoided that guy attacking. This guy's just going to stumble up over that way. There, okay, yep. That was an expected miss, of course. Why wouldn't it be? 33. You couldn't hit him for 33? It means a character or event that comes in to save characters from a situation which they can't escape from or have no capability of doing. So in other words, it's like someone would be coming into my stream rescuing me from saying something stupid. Like, is that the equivalent? Back, okay, clearly I am doing something wrong here. Getting through the airship port to the wharf isn't going to be easy. We'll have to find another escape route. Yeah, I'm trying to find... The problem is that I can't... It doesn't show me a map. So I don't know where we're supposed to go in reference to where that area is. This alarm is fucking annoying. Depending on how it's done, it can be super cheap or well done. Is it over this way? Okay, clearly we're going the right way. Okay, we want to go this way. That's the only exit that we know of. We tried that way and it didn't go over well for any of us. So... Ah, God, flubbers. Deus Ex Machina. Unexpected powder event saving a seemingly hopeless situation, especially as contrived plot devices in a plate. Yeah, so essentially what Baker said. He summed it up nicely for us. Oh, man. All right, can we blow up all these people? Oh, come on. How do you miss that? Oh, she's blind. Never mind. It's like this blind man that's going to be stumbling. Oh, okay, don't hit me. Why these guys got to be such jerk-offs? Save my game. I will the second I finish it. So here's a problem we're in right now. Oh, God damn it. Do not kill him. Otherwise, it'll be game over, man. I should have probably healed him. Probably would have been a good idea. Because now I'm relying upon Joshua to murder him here for 415. That's I'm a little unsure about it. So we're gonna do a surprise attack. Get him like W. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Yeah, not again. Oops. It's a Britney Spears moment right there. So if anyone knows where I have to actually go, please do tell me. Otherwise, we'll be here a while, okay? And if you're fine with that, if you're fine with being here forever, like, I understand I have to escape, Baker, okay? I'm trying to cash in my Baker bucks here to help me find a way. Help me find a way to escape from here. Clearly, that's not the way. We're running into these soldiers fucking everywhere. Not that the soldiers are fucking everywhere. Well, look, I can't see what every single one of them are doing or up to. Maybe they are fucking. Look, it's best not to think about what soldiers may or may not be doing. Okay, so we can't go that way, right? I lost my Baker bucks a while ago. What? No way. You don't lose those. I think maybe there. My ass until the... Okay, hold on. Oh, I thought that was... Damn it. Oh. Yeah, that's a firmly shut door right there. That alarm is annoying as hell. Shit. Shit. Okay, maybe that was the way we need to go. Because clearly, that's the only option. Okay, the port's a no-go. The soldiers have gone. We've got to find another escape. Can I open up the map? Can you show me the map system here? There we go. Where are we? Okay, so where were we trying to get out from here? Can I go inside? I mean, I hope so. So the landing port is where we are right now. So we need to escape back there. The main gate was the big door closed. Maybe through the courtyard, maybe? Through the barracks? I don't fucking know. Why it won't let me open it up right here is beyond me. I don't know. Oh, God. I'm in the fucking courtyard. I'm sorry. Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel? What? And this one I can't turn around and move and can't go in there. There's a bunch of morons standing there, all moroningly. Shit, I think it's a landing port. I don't know what's going on here. This is why it takes me years to do anything. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of all the doors I don't even bother to go into, are you fucking kidding? No, I'm just gonna stay here for 6 hours, watch Jordan twist. What if I just... Oh my god. Well, we obviously see that Canadian Gamma has had enough of my own stupidity, and he's been like... just had a fucking enough of this shit. I mean, I put up with enough stupidity of it like this at work. I can't take it anymore. Jordan, sometimes I want to strangle you. I mean, do you really? You want to strangle me? That's not very nice. I mean, I'd let you. Maybe that's a kink, right? Maybe I'll let you trade in your Baker bucks, and you can strangle me to death. How about that? Does that sound like something you'd want to do? This alarm has to go, though. Like, it has to go. Dump your body in one of the holes your buddies at work makes that you complain about. Be almost poetic. I mean, we all make little holes, right? Some of us bigger ones than others. So is this where we save a bunch of people that we used to play around with? I feel like these are going to be some good clips to watch afterwards. I feel like there's some proper work that's been put in here lately. Oh, Baker, you're from the UK. I wanted to ask you this question. We were talking about this earlier today. We're going on about how, like, America has, like, overdone it with the beer and has to be, like, ice cold. Are there, like, a lot of beers out in the UK, like, when you go to a pub, like, a lot of them are served, like, no, I don't want to say like room temperature, but like just a little bit cooler than room temperature. Like that's like the proper way to drink most beers. Remember we said he was going to reach through the internet, and I remember saying that, and he is going to do that. I feel like we're getting close to that point. Oh god, these guys are all angry. So this is starting to become a full circle here. I'm the guy that put them here, but they sort of were all under the influence of something, but because they were not able to get a good lawyer, they got thrown into jail. Estelle, I think, plays that off real nicely. She gets off on people insulting her. Are aspirins for headaches? I thought aspirin was for like if you have like high or low blood pressure. No, probably don't want to take an aspirin if you have low blood pressure already. High, maybe, yes. I mean, I've never had a warm drink in a bar, but I think you can get it. Depends on the bar or pub, yeah. Aspirin is a painkiller and you're a pain in my... Fair enough. Okay. I just don't think like that's anything I've ever gone out of my way to take for like a headache is like an aspirin. I always think of that as for like something that's for like, chew an aspirin when you're having a goddamn heart attack type of thing. Even though are you supposed to know you're having a heart attack? God, it could be just indigestion. I don't know. Maybe you had a couple of bad wings. This is why I tell people, like, look, you can't take anything that comes out of this goddamn gap right here seriously at all, okay? Or you take it all seriously with a little grain of salt or a lot of salt. Just jump down there. You don't need to take aspirin. I don't? Are you sure? It's fine. I'm confused. Aren't you happy you came on into the stream? Gave yourself a headache? I mean, I can see how anyone can be confused. So, wait, hold on. We just went down there. We're not going to talk to anybody else? Like, that's it? That's fine? Fine? Okay. Maybe the Colonel's trumping it up as one of his accomplishments, and maybe Mayor Dalmore was used in a similar fashion. And yet, I somehow just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. Morty, we've got to find another escape. Of course we do. It never fucking ends in this game. We're gonna run into people everywhere. The only other place that we can't go or haven't gone is over here. All these doors were shut. Can't we all just get along? Oh no, wait, we can't. Present, exactly. That's the it. Jordan, homeless people don't have parents' feet. Did I say that? Don't answer that. I think I did. I think I took it back, but there's no taking that back, so. Hold on. Have I run out of options again here? We can't open up any of these things here at the bottom. A long time. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm sure that clip exists somewhere. Am I missing somewhere to go? Dungeons and Dead End. East is west if you flip a mat is added to that. God damn it. Alright, so apparently we're... Okay, we had to trigger something. While we're there, you can report to the major that we've gone over the place with a fine-tooth comb. We don't have a choice. Might as well give it a shot. Wait, so now we're going this way? Now they've, opened a door now? Let's not remember that time that I thought, like, when you flip the map, but the north was still straight up, that east and west were not going to flip, but they do. Just, let's not bring up bad memories. You should have beaten this, like, about an hour ago. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't. How am I still here? I don't know. I mean, how much longer do I have here? Serious talk, are you still enjoying this game, and should I get... Yes, absolutely. There hasn't been a time in this game where I've been overly mad or upset about it. I've actually enjoyed all the little bit of charm that it's offered, and I look forward to playing the rest of the Trails in the Sky as well as the Cold Steel series. It's a really great little series that I'm happy that I got introduced to. I spent 30 minutes running around a courtyard after I told you to go inside. Now I get why you don't understand northern and southern hemispheres. Look, I understand the hemisphere thing. I was arguing that it doesn't snow in Brazil. Outside of the fact that you guys showed me pictures, and there's a video of me saying it doesn't, followed up with actual pictures of people showing me that it's snowing in Brazil. Look, I get it. I just thought that they're, because they're below and above, like, what is it, the Tropic of Cancer, or Capricorn, right, and then I was proven wrong. I still don't believe that they have winter. I mean, look, if we're going to talk seasons here, of course they have winter, much the same as I don't think it snows in Australia either. Do I understand that winter in Australia is in July? Of course I do. But I don't think it snows there either. It's all full circle, okay? Oh my god, just put a gun to my head and just blow it out like the Borderlands title picture, right? That's it. We won't revisit it. That's it. What I do is I'll bring it up from time to time, just like we do with everything, and revisit things, as you would say. And then we'll wait until someone says, like, I don't want to be there, and then it'll be like, okay, great. I mean, do you guys ever believe the fact that, like, what about this? Like, the fact of, like, do you all just assume, like, am I playing up an act, or am I really, honestly, this stupid? I'm with Jordan. We can move on from this because I'm tired of Jordan's... The Earth is not flat. Okay? I've been on an airplane. I've seen pictures of the Earth. I've seen the curvature of the Earth. I'm not a flat earther, okay? I'm not one of these people. Fine, it's flat. Maybe it is. I don't know, right? What happens when you go off the edge? Like if you're on a boat and you're going along the ocean and you get to the edge, right? Does it just flip underneath? And then that's where you get introduced to Winter in Brazil. Jordan thinks we stood on a compact disc from the 80s. Wait, did they have CDs in the 80s? I don't remember those. I mean, I remember vinyl. I remember I don't remember 8-track. I think that was a little bit before my time. Like, I'm sure it existed, but yes, they did. But we weren't in high circulation. Okay, that's what I'm saying is in theoretical terms for these flat earther people is like, what happens when you hit that edge of that Earth? Do you like end up underneath and then you're upside down? Is that what happens? Compact disc was invented and what was the other thing? Laser discs. They never really took off, despite the fact that they were really good, real good quality for music. They were expensive. I remember we sold those in my days in retail. Also, very not high circulation either, but I remember hearing those, and those players were very expensive. But I would even argue, like, even nowadays, some would argue that still probably is some of the best quality music you will hear is from a laser disc. You hit your head on the edge of that ball. Paulie, I hope to see you again, buddy. Have yourself a good evening, okay? Don't stress yourself as much as I do every once in a while, okay? The Earth is flat because when I drop a ball, gravity pulls it down, not to the side off the planet. Yeah, I understand. Are we getting into the relativity of gravity and everything here? Or are we going to talk about the Gravity movie with George Clooney and Sandra Bullock? What are we going to do here? You couldn't fit a whole movie on it. It took two... No. So the laser discs weren't for movies. The laser discs, maybe they were, but the laser discs that I'm speaking of, like, was for just audio. Like, that was some of the crispest sounding audio that I ever heard. I believe I want to say it was something like one of the Beatles albums we were listening to when like the guy brought in like the giant laser disc thing and was like, this is a big get for us, like having the Beatles on a laser disc or something, and then they didn't sell it all. I think back then, like, let's say a 10-song album on CD was anywhere between $14 to $20. I'm never going to finish this game. I mean, obviously I am going to finish this game. It is game one. Thank you for that reminder, that harsh reminder. The factory's all messed up and Grandpa was kidnapped. A Gotti was almost killed. Wait, is it a Gotti? A Gaty? Right, that's the thing. You guys got to put something in my mouth to shut me up so that I just keep hitting A so we can get past the story. You do realize the second Sky game is about twice... no, I didn't know that. Now I do know that. Buckle your belts up, I guess. Why is it twice as long as this one? What makes it twice as long? Or quadruple in my case. God damn it. I'll find out. Okay. I mean, we will. We will play it. That's a given. I mean, I want to say, like, isn't that going to be a problem of, like, it's like the Mass Effect series. I never played the second and the third one. But if you play through a series, like, even if it's crap, which I as long as maybe the gameplay is still all good, maybe the story is crap, but, like, it's like, well, I gotta finish it, because, you know, it's probably completing a story of said things. But I'm so neurotic, I'll still play it. Yeah, well, why would I play the first two and then not play the third, though? And the third has the best gameplay, in your opinion. So maybe a shitty story, but the best gameplay, that's a great trade-off, in my opinion. I mean, it sucks that the story might be terrible. Again, I'm just floating the boat here as if Brazil has snow. But it's not something that I really... Like, it would have to be really terrible for it to pull me away from it, I guess, would have to say. And like I said, I'm probably going to be pretty dedicated to it, as much as I am to this. I don't remember the gameplay being any different, though, through the 3 games. Oh, the secret passage. Are we going to go to the Batcave? Is that what's going to happen here? The escape. Wow. The escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. There's a boat set up there, so you should be able to use it and escape. Legally, even me telling my civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. Alright, we'll use it. Estelle and Joshua, I want you to watch our backs. Got it. So what, in case some crazy business happens right here, we're getting helped out here by the Major. Like, is it Major Dad? Does anybody remember that? I mean, who would have thought that a guy named Sid was going to help you out in an RPG? After all, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not? Colonel Cassius? You mean my dad really had a rank that high? Well, Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your Faja back in those days. Your dad was a real hero. It's thanks to his efforts that we were able to defeat Erebonia in the war 10 years ago. More turn advantage gameplay, dungeon crawler, 16 party members. God, I can't even deal with the 4 that we have. Minigame doors, higher level elements are actually used. We'll get there. Uh-oh. The intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. Oh, okay, I'd forgotten. I mean, that sounds all good. I'll be right there, so put the facility on full alert. Okay, you want to shut this door? So we can meet Batman, maybe even Robin. What was Robin's, like, side name? Was it the Red Robin? Or was it, like, Nighthawk? Was it Night Court? Was it one of those? Batman's bitch, that's another term. Just like that, now you spit me out here. And there's our boat, ladies and gentlemen. What took us so long? We're having a conversation. What the fuck in the boat? Is this like a night boat? Nightwing! Wow, I was all over the place with that. He outgrew Robin. You know, like, Burt Ward never outgrew Robin. Darkwing Duck. A child's Batman. There's like 3 or 4 Robins in the... Oh, for God's sake. Really? I thought there was like 1. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Next, you're going to tell me that there's more Batmans than just Bruce Wayne. Although, I understand that if watching through, is it Christopher Nolan's movies, I always agreed with the statement that Bruce Wayne always didn't have to be Batman, that Batman could be anybody. But it's just hard to think of, like, Batman is always going to be Bruce Wayne. Like, there can't be. I guess the same as, like, how Peter Parker and Miles Morales are both Spider-Man somehow. Like, I don't know. Just that's when comics get like that, it becomes a little silly. First one became Nightwing. Second one died, became Red Mask. Wait, so he died and became Red Mask, so he wasn't really dead. Third one was Bald, so he doesn't even get a name. Then the fourth one, I think, was Damian Wayne, who became Batman after Batman supposedly died. I guess so. It's a lot to put in. Well, where are we going to do with the professor here? I mean, you have to remember, like, Batman and Robin, like, me thinking, like, just to, like, movie people, they never had any special powers, period, right? Like, Bruce Wayne didn't have any. Bruce Wayne was like Iron Man. Like, he didn't have, like, his special power was money. And that money bought him technology that he was able to do things with. Like, that's all, like, that Batman had. He wasn't special by any means. He just could fucking, you know, he knew how to punch and kick a guy and could wear armor and stuff, like, and could fly and shit. It was just money. I can't remember anything about the third one other than he was bald. None of the Robins had powers anyways, and they could just use a staff and had martial arts. Hence why they're probably on the fourth one of him dying. I mean, of having both of your parents die because they were shot by some guy exiting out of a movie theater being special, sure. I mean, like, when I think of, like, you know, a superhero, you like to think of that they have some type of superpower that sets them aside. It's a tumbler. It's not a fucking sippy cup. Is this a sippy cup? And does it even count as a sippy cup if it has a straw? Don't answer that. Do I want to get another beer? I have, like, this weird feeling like this chapter is gonna, like, wrap up, like, in, like, 5 minutes. Not the fact that that affects anything else other than me just drinking a beer or not, but one of those things. Technically, Batman went to the Himalayas when he was in his 20s and learned from Ra's al Ghul, who was immortal and had powers. Right, but again, still, Batman just learned martial arts. Like, I've seen Batman Begins. I think that trilogy of the Batmans are pretty good. There, push his glasses forward. Actually, those are my favorite Batman films. They're really good and really well done. But he doesn't get any special powers. He just teaches him how to fight really, really well and what to look for, right? Like, again, no superpowers or anything. This boat scene didn't take this long when I played it. They never do, right? All these things take 5 minutes, and somehow they take 4 hours for me. Get another beer, Chatty Cathy. Batman beats Superman once without any superpowers. See, that's the thing. When someone like Superman has, like, the whole, you know, you hold a piece of kryptonite in him and then he's fucking useless, well then, sure, anyone can beat off anybody. Well then, like, didn't, like, Superman eye blast Batman through a building and then he lived quite fine? Like, I don't know what's going on, okay? I should probably listen to my chat and get another beer and still chatted up. See, here's where the advantage. It is pretty special then. It is. I guess. This is where I was hoping that would be like Persona. It would have like, look, I can just have the auto advanced text. I'd hit that button and boom, this just carries on. I can figure out what's going on. Time for another Miller High Life, as they say. You know, the cold weather could start to come about now. It's getting a little too warm in this room when I'm streaming. That's because it's been relatively warm outside, even though it's hitting up on October. That nice fall weather when, you know, pumpkin spice lattes are everywhere the eye can see. I farted? No, I would tell. I would tell you if I farted. What do I have to hide of me telling you that I farted? Unless I, like, shit myself. But then, if I shit myself, do you think I'd still be sitting here wallowing in my own shit? Because I'm not dedicated to the stream? As fast as you get your beers, do you have a fridge? Yes. I do have a fridge in his room. I mean, it's weird to say that now. Like, this was like my side office. I mean, literally all we added in here was like we removed the couch and just moved that into the living room. Another joke ruined. Not even when I'm thinking about it. And, you know, and added the stickers, of course. Those were a thing. But yeah, this was just an office. So like this entire side, this wall. So I got the door is over that way. Then it's fridge, TV, my desk. So all the thing behind me was still it was just the couch that was behind me. So now it's his crib and dresser drawer, I guess you want to call it. Honey, I'm going to the side office, play video games for 12 hours. Ceiling fan. So yeah, I still have the ceiling fan. I don't think I can remove the ceiling. I mean, I wouldn't. It still is nice. It blows some nice air every once in a while. But it was here when I moved in, so it's not mine. So I gotta keep it. I don't know. Like, I don't have ugly blinds. I bought nicer curtains. I had some shitty, like when we first moved in, my wife wanted to get like these teal curtains, and we put them in this room, and I wasn't a fan. Like at first I didn't care, but then I started streaming and I realized that it affected the lighting of when I was streaming and everything. So I went and bought so I bought ones that match the living room and our other bedroom. I'm not embarrassed by the curtains. Not at all. I just don't like having them in with the stream. I don't think it makes for good looks. Okay? Just don't think of it. Okay? I'm not embarrassed by the curtains. You know what? I was gonna say I'm gonna bring in my 16:9 webcam, but I don't have it set up yet fully. I just have the cam going. I mean, I've really upset Baker. He used all caps. Is literally the chapter like literally here, like right at the end of this? Do you know what else doesn't make for good looks? Me not seeing you finish the chapter. Okay, well, relax. Okay, we'll finish. I almost feel weird that like there isn't like an end battle or something. I assume we're just gonna get on this boat and that's gonna be the end of that chapter, and you know, Bob's your uncle, I guess. Poor professor's worried about whether he's actually going to be able to escape. Look, dude, you got some junior bracers and a senior bracer and a small child dressed in steampunk clothing. Well, we'll get you out of it. I was just going to say, this is where the temporary party members tell us that, look, you're going to move on to the nether city. next chapter, so we can't stick together, so screw off. And we're gonna find 2 other people in the next city who are somehow gonna have bigger problems and bigger dealings for us to deal with. Proper bracer business, right? Thank you for being a friend. Bottom, bottom, travel down the road and back again. Does anybody else reminisce about the Golden Girls theme song, or am I the only one? I gotta bring it full circle. I love that song. I love it. I mean, I got yelled at for singing the Reading Rainbow song earlier by my wife. Actually, you only have 53 hours logged on Trails SC. Is SC, what does that stand for? Second chapter? My eyes twitched. Sniffle, you can be a real jerk. We all can. I mean, I'm like... Oh, okay, so you're seeing that you beat it. But I do skip a lot of I mean, you gotta be honest, like, even outside of me really shooting the shit here with you guys in chat, like, you have to assume, like, you know, streaming a game, you know, there's a lot going on over here, there's a lot going on over here. Like, I got lots to pay attention to on both ends, right? You gotta read it for chat. Not that I'm doing that. Every once in a while, maybe I will. Maybe I'll decide to show my big brain, big IQ. Show them that I can read, you know, past the grade 2 level. But, you know, if this was just me playing, or if the game was voiced, I'll just put it on auto and just sit there and drool. I still more so can't believe when you said earlier that I might be 3/4 of the way through Shadowrun Returns. I thought, like, I was literally, like, last stream, I literally thought I had a half an hour of gameplay left. Literally a half an hour. And 2 hours later, we still didn't finish the fucking game. Oh! I had 80-something hours, but then again, I never used a cheat engine and did... Yeah, I would never use that type of stuff, but that's what we came for, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that's a perfect ending point. Thank God that happened. So, yeah. 2.5 hours. That's not a bad stream. It's almost dinner time for me, so it sort of works out absolutely perfectly. One thing for sure, I'm going to do a little bit of business on my end. I'm going to take a look to see how long Shadowrun Returns has left. Get an idea. So that way I can finish that. I can plan that. It's done. We're on the final chapter of this game coming up. So both of those look like they'll be wrapping up. Again, Uncharted 2, Bioshock 2, Final Fantasy 9. There's a lot of games I want to play, or whether we want to jump right on into this and get into second chapter. I don't know. We'll see if I can maybe stream tomorrow. It's gonna be a hard call. Might wait till Friday, so we'll see from there, folks. But as always, I could just do the peace out just like that and say see you later, and you guys would be very angry about it. But no! As Kenny Omega says, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye and good night. Bang. We'll see you next time, guys. All the best.